before that, though, you were a part of TSM, who were one of the biggest League of Legends teams of all time, certainly in North America. I mean, I went to Worlds 2 weeks ago, and people were chanting TSM in the crowd.
It actually kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah. So I want to ask, in thinking through that decision, why did you decide to leave?
It was heartbreaking. Like, when I say heartbreaking, I know that sounds like, oh, you left an org, but no, TSM was my dream. My dream. Like, when I said I was a League girly before I ever streamed, those are the games I would fly out to California to go to. That is the merch I would buy. That was my keychain. It was a sticker on the back of my car. I loved TSM with my whole heart. Never did I dream of signing with them. Like, I remember, like, it was just so surreal. I didn't believe it until it got announced, and then I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe it. But I had to make the choice to switch from not just a brand I love to instead a brand that loves me, that will believe in me. Because a lot of people, maybe they don't understand the point of being a content creator in an organization is a support system. You want a team. That's why you join. So I joined TSM. Right after I joined, within the week, like, Myth left, and Doublelift left, and Bjergsen left, and all of these people that, like, I was excited to have content with and do stuff with and get to know, they were pretty public about, hey, I'm leaving because they're not treating me nice. I don't want to be a part of an org that isn't treating people well. Like, what's going on, And then a few months later, my announcement video comes out, and it's like, and it's fine, but then it's just like consistently negative things about TSM, and it doesn't sit right with me. And I'm asking for support. I came up with a bunch of YouTube content ideas right after I joined. I said, hey, have the Valorant boys come. We're going to do a cookie decorating competition at the TSM kitchen, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Okay. Christmas time, let's do a white elephant with the whole team. It's going to be so much fun. Like, let's get everyone, and it's going to be fun. Nobody cares. Okay. Hey guys, I'm doing the streamer awards. I don't know if TSM wants to help in any way, but I would love to have you. Like, I'd love this to be like a joint thing if you want. Nobody cares. So you give up. There's no point in being a part of this organization. Sure, you get a paycheck. Sure, I get the brand on me that I've dreamed of, but I don't have a team. I don't have a support system. It wasn't only until they hired Dominic. I don't know if you know who that is. He was with Gen G, and now he's with TSM. He's a phenomenal guy. And he just, when he joined, I even said to him, I said, I think it's too little too late. And he was like, no, let us help you. So there was a time that I was doing a cake decorating stream, and I needed a kitchen, and he was like, come use the TSM kitchen. And he dropped everything he was doing to make sure we could be there. Amazing. Like, even just me. And I told him, I was like, I feel, when I talked to him, I said, I feel more comfortable going to 100 Thieves. What's it called? Studio? Warehouse, I guess. Yeah. I feel more comfortable going to the 100 Thieves compound than I do coming to the TSM compound. And that's not okay. Like, it's sad because I want this to be my family. I want this to be my team. And he's like, oh, we'll work on it. And he was so great. He really did try his very best, but I just, and I was going to re-sign with them. We had multiple meetings. I actually, we had this whole idea where we were going to sign 5 people, kind of like an Avengers team, to TSM. And within TSM, that was going to be our content group. And we were so excited. We had all the people, like, contracts were getting drafted up. I had made a whole plan for the entire year of TSM and our content groups ideas for each month of stuff we were going to do together for YouTube or for stream, whatever. Insane. That gets up to the tippity top right before we're about to sign contracts, and it gets shut down. As that's happening, I'm getting a message from Misfits, which TSM wasn't the only org. I had a lot of orgs talking to me at that time, but I had said no because I'd really believed that I was finally going to get my dream come true with TSM, right? But then Ben messaged me from Misfits, and I told him no at first. I was like, I have made up my mind. They're like, no, I cannot. Like, I've already told so many people no, I can't even entertain another idea. but the persistence and the genuineness behind the people that work at the company, something felt just, I can't describe it besides it just felt right. It felt genuine. It felt real. It didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to come up with these ideas and then they're going to get shut down. And so far it hasn't been. The second that I've needed something, people want to help. And that's exciting. But that was the turning point with TSM to decide to leave and then to join Misfits, was just the character and the passion behind it. They really want to make cool stuff.
I was going to say, I think part of the reason it makes so much sense in sort of their business pivoting into creators more from just sort of traditional esports. You know, we saw this year that they sold off the majority of their LEC slot and are now, they're still a minority owner, but are going to let Team Heretics functionally run that entire thing starting next year. Part of why it makes sense when you're signing all of these creators and then signing someone like you is that you just said this earlier, like you are the glue that puts everything together. You create these events that are intriguing, that are different. They're not just plain streams or just chatting, etc. And so when you have a stable of people that do that like they do and that they're building, yeah, I mean, it makes exact fluid sense why you would want someone with your area of expertise, right? Like, because not only are you a creator yourself, but you're also doing these events that are different. They are unique to the space, and you can do that for them. And I'm assuming that's part of what you've talked about with them, right?
Also, I mean, something fascinating is Ben is the one messaging me. Ben is the one that wants me, the CEO of the company.
Yep.
And Reggie's the one shutting my ideas down.
Yeah.
There's a dramatic difference.
And to clarify for the people that may not be familiar with some of what's happening over TSM was recently starting at the end of 2021, was investigated by Riot Games for reports of internal sort of what some employees called abusive behavior towards some of their employees. They went through a Riot investigation. Riot's statement, more or less paraphrasing here, was that TSM had not done anything illegal. But the sort of line between legal and ethical or moral are not always the same. So, and yeah, Reggie has certainly been less involved publicly for a reason. I would say, as someone who covers TSM.
The sad thing is I was with TSM for a year. I didn't meet him once. He didn't care to message me. He didn't care to call me. He didn't, that's the difference. That's the difference with Misfits and TSM, is just the care behind the people. And I don't know. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very optimistic. And we'll see what we can pull off. And if anything, and this is just, your girl that just came out of a place that nobody helped at all, at least no matter what, Misfits is providing funding to do the stuff that I can't do. I said before, I'm not Pokemon. I'm not Ludwig. I don't have the credibility to say, you know what, I'm going to be able to go live no matter what. I'm going to get 20K viewers. It's still a gamble for me. I don't know. I can't guarantee sponsors what I'm going to get. I don't know. I had a data engineer come up with an algorithm that's pretty spot on for my events, but it's still a guess. And so that's really hard to sell to sponsors unless we have proof of concept done. And in order for proof of concept, you have to throw the freaking thing. And if you can't afford that, that's really scary. But it's a big bet on yourself. And now with Misfits, with their creator fund, I am able to, without hesitation, just do that. Like, I've wanted to do my baking challenge forever. And I was talking with my assistant today, and I was like, yeah, we're going to have to rent out a kitchen for 7 days. And I need 7 ovens. Like, and we were like, oh, that's going to be so expensive. And I'm like, we have Misfits. So we can just do it. I can just do it. I can do it without being panicked. Of course, I want to try to find sponsors. I want to try to make it profitable. But I can now just do these things without being terrified. I can just make cool shit.
Thanks for watching Visionaries on YouTube. For more content, please subscribe to the Overcome channel.